Welcome to Hero Villains. Who will win today, Thor or the Immortal Hulk? Thor, the god of thunder, possesses immense strength, durability, and the ability to control the weather. He wields Mjolnir and sometimes Stormbreaker, which gives him additional powers, including the ability to project energy and fly. As an Asgardian warrior, Thor has centuries of combat experience and has faced many powerful enemies. Immortal Hulk is a unique version of the Hulk who gains strength when he is enraged. His strength is potentially limitless, and he has the ability to regenerate, making him difficult to defeat. The Hulk becomes stronger at night, which can give him a significant advantage in a prolonged fight. Immortal Hulk possesses a more intelligent and strategic mind than previous versions, allowing for better tactical calculations in battle. Before we dive into the analysis, please hit the subscribe button and remember to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thank you very much. Thor was defeated after just one direct punch, causing severe damage to his skull. For the rest of the battle, he was forced to hide behind Captain America's shield for protection. However, this defeat caused Thor to deeply reflect on himself. When the rescue team appeared and brought him back from Jotunheim, Thor decided to follow his family tradition to regain his strength. He chose to hang himself on the World Tree, Yggdrasil, as a form of regeneration and recovery. See during his rest in Yggdrasil, he used this time to reconnect with his original source of power. When he returned from this experience, Thor seemed ready to face greater challenges, especially a dramatic rematch with the Immortal Hulk. Immortal Hulk was seemingly created in response to a disgruntled section of Marvel's Hulk fans who were unhappy with how Thor outclassed Hulk in Thor Ragnarok and Thor's impressive performance in Infinity War. Thor has faced off against Celestials and survived their devastating attacks, a testament to his incredible strength and durability. Therefore, the idea that any version of the Hulk could easily crack Thor's skull seems unreasonable. He has not only absorbed but also drained the energy from nuclear explosions and gamma bombs, both of which are more powerful than most lightning strikes Thor has ever unleashed. The Hulk has demonstrated the ability to deplete the entire energy of a universe on multiple occasions, something that even Thor has difficulty matching. This shows the Hulk's superior durability and resistance to godlike power. The Hulk's healing ability is so fast that even Wolverine, with his keen senses, has difficulty realizing that he has cut the Hulk in most cases. Imagine the feeling of swinging a blade, knowing full well that it has penetrated the target, but the result is that there is no trace left. No cut, no blood, no damage. All evidence negates your actions, even though you are sure that the blow was accurate. This extraordinary regenerative ability not only defies physical limits, but also leaves opponents confused and helpless in a fight against the Hulk. Both Thor and the Hulk possess incredible speed, to the point that only a few individuals with comparable strength can keep up with their battles. When they perform extraordinary feats like defeating Gore the God Butcher, Onslaught, or Thanos, an example is Hulk's recent victory over Thanos. Although the confrontation was dramatic, the strongest punch in the fight only created a small crater equivalent to the impact of a stick of TNT. Even when Hulk paralyzed Thanos from the waist down, the effect was limited to knocking down a few trees in a 50-foot radius. Seriously, it was a shame. While the fight was great, and while it was cool to see Hulk and Thanos actually have a fight, in their previous confrontation, Hulk and Thanos threw punches so hard that they were both sent flying dozens of yards into the air. Thanos sent Hulk flying through a building, and Hulk responded by doing the same to Thanos. In this confrontation, however, neither seemed to be able to generate significant displacement. While Thanos did have a moment where he picked Hulk up and threw him, most of the punches weren't enough to knock each other back. In Thanos' first encounter with Drax, they destroyed planets. Why wouldn't a real fight between Hulk and Thanos destroy planets? In saying, "Kept working," he says. All of the adult characters within the panels are now struggling with whose perceived API system, with no return because the fight took place on Earth. When comparing Thor and Immortal Hulk, the odds of them winning are roughly 50/50-50. Thor could improve his chances to about 60/40, but the results still range between 51 and 59%. In terms of physical strength, Immortal Hulk has the potential to overwhelm Thor if he reaches the peak of his rage. However, Thor has the advantage of centuries of training and combat experience, which could give him the tactical edge. Additionally, Thor's ability to use magic gives him a powerful tool to counter the Hulk's raw strength. If Thor can use magic to disable or restrain the Hulk before he reaches his maximum strength, Thor's chances of winning are greatly increased. Thor has survived brutal attacks from Mangog and has temporarily defeated both Thanos and Mangog in fierce battles. Thor even defeated the Hulk, even though the Hulk was enhanced by Asgardian energy and possessed a magical hammer. When fighting, Thor used a combination attack of lightning and Mjolnir, but this attack was not allowed to be deployed when facing the Immortal Hulk, like when he fought Duroc the Demolisher. During that battle, Thor unleashed an unexpected power, enough to incinerate Duroc, an invulnerable entity. This shows that Thor still has untapped levels of power, which can become a decisive factor in confrontations with powerful opponents like the Immortal Hulk. Duroc is on par with powerful entities like the Destroyer and Doomsday, even breaking the Silver Surfer's skateboard, no small feat. Coincidentally, in the same comic where the Immortal Hulk cracked Thor's skull and knocked out his teeth, the Hulk also destroyed the Hulkbuster, a suit of armor specifically designed to confront the Hulk. Interestingly, the Hulkbuster, having defeated the Hulk in Avengers Age of Ultron, cemented his status as one of the most powerful and formidable characters. The Thor that Immortal Hulk defeated was a shell of the great Thor that once existed in Marvel Comics. The Hulk fans at Marvel did just that. They want to humiliate Thor for his performances in Thor Ragnarok and Infinity War. The Hulk may be stronger, but not by much. In fact, I would put them on par with Thor in this regard, possibly even stronger. Their greatest feats of strength are very similar, the Hulk destroying a planet he was on with the shockwaves from his punches, and on another occasion opening a black hole. Each of these feats shows a character with incredible strength that has few equals, but one of those equals is Thor. Thor's greatest feats are cracking the crust of a planet he was flying over with the shockwaves from his blows and then putting the planet back together and hitting Gore, a man who kills gods for fun so hard that he created a black hole. Hulk and Thor, of course, have other high-level feats, like for Hulk, in a weakened incarnation, destroying an asteroid twice the size of Earth and holding together a planet much larger than Earth. And for Thor, lifting a snake guarding the middle of a constriction, since it constricts, it is much harder than lifting the Earth, and moving a world machine that contains 10 realms, some of which are larger than Earth, but the other feats are directly comparable, and the only conclusion is that they are equal in strength. And that goes for their fights, where they engaged in a pushing contest for hours without either of them giving up. Subscribe to the channel, it helps us a lot, and moreover, you will get to see great videos every day. Thor has a faster speed in fights, but not to the point where Hulk has trouble keeping up. This is mainly related to fighting speed, not movement speed. However, Thor's highlight is his superior skills. Many people are not fully aware of Thor's fighting abilities, but even when deprived of his godly powers, he was still able to confront Captain America and even fight his way out of the underworld. On the contrary, Hulk, despite his immense strength, is not a highly skilled fighter. It is this difference that can give Thor a significant advantage in direct confrontations. The Hulk may have the advantage in terms of durability, as he regularly faces planet-destroying foes, but Thor has also demonstrated impressive durability, having survived a supernova explosion. What I want to emphasize about both strength and durability is that while the Hulk may have a slight advantage, the difference is not large enough to be a deciding factor in a fight. Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, is an incredibly powerful weapon, which is well known. However, what few people realize is that Mjolnir is the tool that allows Thor to destroy the Hulk in seconds. Mjolnir possesses many special abilities, one of which is the ability to absorb energy, allowing Thor to absorb all of Hulk's gamma radiation, thereby nullifying his powers. However, in newer versions of the Hulk, he has developed resistance to this type of attack, making Mjolnir's effectiveness dependent on which version of the Hulk Thor is facing. What's remarkable is how much Thor has held back. We have to remember that we've never really seen him seriously fight on Earth except for a few special occasions, one of which was during the Fear Itself event. In this, Thor was pushed to his limits and he faced off against the Hulk and the Thing, both of whom had been amplified in power. The result was that the Hulk was sent flying out of orbit and the Thing had a Mjolnir-shaped wound in his chest. Although Thor almost fell, he still won in the end. This is how fights against a serious Thor usually end. No matter how strong the Hulk is, even at his strongest, he is only slightly stronger than Thor. Thor has his own advantages. Mjolnir is certainly an important tool, but the deciding factor lies in experience and fighting skills, which Thor excels at. Both Thor and Hulk are equally strong and durable, but with superior fighting skills, Thor will be able to hit Hulk more than vice versa. Furthermore, Thor possesses a variety of powers and tactics that Hulk does not have. While the best way to show who could win was shown in the Fear Itself storyline, where both the Hulk, empowered by wielding an Asgardian hammer, specifically Null, turning the Hulk into Null, the Breaker of Worlds, and the Thing, wielding a similarly powerful hammer, turning him into Angrir, the Breaker of Souls, teamed up to take on Thor. When the Hulk saw Thor flying overhead, he became angry and decided to chase after him. The Hulk jumped into the air, surprising Thor and punching him to the ground. The dust cleared, leaving a hole where the mercenaries were sitting. Thor, enraged, attacked the Hulk with his hammer, knocking him back. However, the Hulk quickly recovered and grabbed Thor, slamming him to the ground. The God of Thunder immediately counterattacked with a powerful punch to the Hulk's jaw, knocking him back. Thor got up and used his hammer, knocking the Hulk away. Hulk did not give up, getting up and charging Thor, but Thor called down lightning, striking hard. Thor continued to charge at the Green Goliath, flying him through buildings before throwing him to the ground and calling down another bolt of lightning. Burned and angry, Hulk grabbed Thor, pulled him out of the sky, and slammed him onto the pavement, punching him repeatedly in the face. Thor's face was disfigured, but he did not give up. Despite being exhausted, Thor summoned a bolt of lightning, more powerful than any before, and burned Hulk. Although Hulk staggered to his feet, Thor swung his hammer from miles away, striking the giant enemy spectacularly. Thor also defeated Hulk when Hulk was given a weapon that could rival Mjolnir. During this battle, Hulk increased his strength to the point where he compared himself to Banner by saying, "Imagine if Hulk had a Hulk." That's Null, the Breaker of Worlds. Finally, in this battle, Hulk had an ally. He has a Thing enhanced with a similar weapon. Meanwhile, Thor is injured while fighting both Odin and Odin's crazy brother Cole. Thor is a Norse god. Not only does he have superhuman strength and durability, but he can also fly, summon lightning, teleport through dimensions, and most importantly, he wields a magical hammer called Mjolnir, which only he is worthy of being raised to fight. Many people point out that the angrier the Hulk gets, the stronger he gets, and although Thor's base strength is much higher than Hulk's, he will eventually become stronger. But what people fail to mention is that the older Thor gets, the stronger Thor gets, and he is over 1,500 years old. Plus, Thor always has all the power available to him, so his strength is much higher than Hulk's original strength. They are both equal in strength, but in short, it depends on the situation. But if you use the maximum characters from all possible universes and futures, then Hulk will be the winner. I hope you enjoy this fight. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Follow me if you like. That's it for today's video. Thanks a lot.